All right, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about the levels of bro on the PNW Gorilla channel. I'm your host, PNW Gorilla, and we're going to be going over the stages of brotherhood, of friendship, and why these stages are so important for you to be able to get through now while we are in peacetime. Because as some people have not quite understood, and I've been trying to say for a while now, I've been trying to put this in a different medium, and I feel like I've been failing to do so. Guys, I have been failing you as a entertainer, as a military surplus provider, as a motivator, as a whatever you want to call me. So I have grabbed my handy dandy whiteboard. We have a dry erase marker. My plan is to eventually move up into the stratosphere of a school size chalkboard, and I'm going to start doing more diagrams to give you and your dumb monkey brains a little bit more of a physical understanding. Today's video is sponsored by ODGG Supply. Go ahead and check out some awesome military surplus. It's literally my fucking company. I own the bitch. Go support me there. Buy stuff or don't, whatever. Anyway, so we're getting into the levels of bro. I just wrote this out, so I haven't even counted it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of bro. So how I've kind of put this all out, and once again, I just threw this up on a whiteboard right quick, just kind of trying to give you guys a physical representation of what I've been talking about and what I'm trying to get at. So first, you're going to have acquaintance. So this is going to be something that someone that you have met. You have shared physical space with this person once or twice. You wouldn't call them a friend. You don't really know them. You might not even know their fucking name. You very well might not know this person's name until you get down to brother. Through these categories right here, you may know them by nothing other than a nickname, and you don't actually find out their real fucking name until you're down here. So you are up at acquaintance. You don't even know their name. They don't have a nickname. You've met each other a couple of times. Now, my question to you is that through the stages of life of you ever having friends, right? So think way back when you were a kid, when you were on the playground and you walked up to another kid and you're like, hey, I see that you're playing with XYZ. I also like playing XYZ. Would you like to be best friends? And you guys are best friends until the time that your mom or dad says, okay, we got to go home, and you never see that person again in your life. Now, to you, they were all the way down here. They were literally, I will die for you and your family. But in all actuality, they were an acquaintance, and they were nothing more than acquaintance. Now, as you get older, as you move more through life, you're going to have to go farther and farther through these stages due to the low trust society that we have found ourselves in. And the low trust society that we have found ourselves in is going to be so important of why you have to go through these stages. And the thing with these stages is that they're going to account on two things, and two things specifically. They're going to account by time and then suffering. So time and suffering, and they don't have to be equally equatable, right? You could have enough suffering, you could have enough hardship that you could go from here to here very, very fucking quickly. Or you were going to have time and a little bit of suffering, and it's going to take you from here to here over years. Or, you guys understand what I mean. So, the more suffering you have, the faster you can get down here. Or else you're going to have time. So let's say, 6 months. Let's say you're meeting up with these people every 2 weeks, right? Let's give it at that. All right. Every 2 weeks to a month, you are meeting up with other people and you are training with them. You are working out with them. You are maybe going out in the mountains. Maybe you're shooting with them, hitting the flat range. Maybe you're doing like simple things, just hangouts, right? Now that's not suffering, but you're going to get that time. You're going to get that, so acquaintance might move down to hang around. And hang around is going to be your next status. So from acquaintance, you're going to go to hang around. So acquaintance is, like I said previously, that's someone that you don't know their name, right? And once again, you might not know their name until you get all the way down to brother. But an acquaintance, that's someone that you would allow to come back. That's someone that you would not mind being in their presence again. You don't know much about them. You are not prepared to die for them or die next to them. Now, from acquaintance, right? Let's say you've been hanging out, you've been working out for a couple of months, all right? And you might move around to hang around. So the hang around is someone that, okay, you know what? We've had this guy around a little bit. Maybe let's invite him into a couple of group chats. You know what? He can be in the meme chat, all right? We'll see what kind of humor this guy has. Okay, you know what? He can come out to the land nav event. I'm not going to trust him with a rifle yet. I'm not going to trust him with a handgun, at least a round rack. You know, magazine's got to be out. But you know what? In the hang around status, he can come out to a land nav event. Now, let's say that you move from acquaintance. So acquaintance is going to be specifically like PTs, right? So like open events. That's going to be your acquaintance. So, oh God. Almost fucked up the whole board, guys. You saw it. Almost fucked it up. All right, so acquaintance is going to be only open events, right? I'm going to try not to break this again. All right, so acquaintances, they get to come out to open events, all right? So anybody can show up to an open event, but the acquaintance, they get to keep coming out to open events. Now, your hang around guys, all right? Maybe they get put into the meme chats, all right? So your hang around guys, you're like, oh, you're all right. This guy's pretty decent. He's okay. Now, from the meme chat, all right? Now, you're in the meme chat. You've been hanging out. We've got a feel for your humor, all right? You've been coming out. Maybe you've come out to a couple land nav events, or we've invited you out to a 20-mile ruck or something like that. We've seen that you can hang, all right? So from the open events into the meme chat, you're going to go down into friend. So what you would classify as friend is someone that you like them, all right? And at this point, you might know their name. You might know someone's name at the friend status. Now, once again, we're talking, and this is all, okay, so this is all post-COVID. And that's that you have to understand this is post-COVID, all right? So these standards are not going to be the same as pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, that was a different bitch, all right? We're not even gonna talk about that. Talking about pre-COVID is almost the same as talking about pre-9/11, all right? We're not gonna get into that. We're talking about post-COVID-19 and the pandemic and the lockdowns and how antisocial people are. So, from the meme chat, all right? So you go down into the friend status. So the friend status, okay. So this is someone that we're going to start allowing to come out to maybe a couple of invite-only events, okay? So from here, all right, so you start getting invites. So you start getting invites to things that the acquaintances and the hang-around guys are not going to get. So what this means is that, you know, in any friend group or in a training group or maybe the heckin' forsaken M word, oh golly gee, a guerrilla warfare militia, we said the thing. So you start getting invite-only events, all right? So from friend, okay, so from friend, you are going to move down into bro. So, bro, and once again, I just fucking made this up completely. This could have better statuses. I don't fucking know. But from bro, or from friend, right, you start getting invite-only things, right? And we start saying, oh, man, this guy puts in effort. This guy puts in work. And you know what? Maybe this guy has something to bring to the table. Okay, so maybe at bro status, you start getting a couple little responsibilities here and there, right? Maybe that's when you get your call sign. Maybe that's when you get like, okay, you know what? We understand now that this guy has this specific, this one role that he can fill. Hey, you know what? We're going to test you, and we're going to see, can you teach a class? what do you have to bring to the table? So at bro status, right? That's when you, now hang around status, I'd say that's where you want to start proving yourself. But at bro status, that's where you can prove yourself, right? So from here, you are proving self, of which I just spelt wrong, but whatever. I believe proving doesn't have an E. Anyway, so from the bro status, right? You're now proving yourself. Okay, you are now, we're starting to actually get into a little bit of trust. So from here, from proving yourself, and mind you, each one of these steps, this could take 3 months, this could take 6 months. All of this is going to take, like I said in the beginning, this is going to take suffering, or it's going to take time, or a mix of the both. So the guys in my training group right now, like the guys that I've been around the longest, we've been training together for 4 or 5 years now. And so we've had, every 2 weeks, every month, we're doing another event. We're out in the mountains suffering. We're going to PT every single fucking week. We're hanging out on the weekdays. You're getting more and more and more time, more comfortability, more backstories. You're starting to learn these people. You're starting to learn the ins and outs, what makes them tick, and you get more and more comfortable. You start to build that trust. Every single one of these steps, the biggest thing, what this all boils down to, and I might be jumping the gun here, all right? But what this all boils down to is trust. This is the most important thing, okay? This is what, in the modern world, we have been robbed of, is being able to trust your fellow man. And that is what we are trying to slowly regain. That is what we're trying to, and unfortunately, it takes a while to trust people. And you know what? That's just where we're at. But if you want friendship, if you want to get down to this status, so you're going to have to trust people. All right, so from proving yourself, you go into brother. All right, so once you are in brother, all right, you're in the group. You are one of the boys. You have your call sign. You have a specific role. You serve a purpose. You start bringing your family around. We start doing family hang-arounds. We start doing family dinners. But you know what? We're still not at this point yet. So you're one of the boys, all right? So at brother, right, you are one of the guys. You're one of the bros. And I realize that, I made this up on the fly. But from brother, right, you are now one of the guys. You're in. We, our wives are hanging out. Our kids are hanging out. We're starting to get a feel for each other. We're going to, events of, family stuff. We're going to church together. After church, we're coming back, and we're all hanging out, and the family's hanging out, and we're having a good time. That's brother status, all right? But brother status is not the end goal. That is not the end goal by any means. So, this is, you have proved. So from here, you have proved. There's an R. But this is the end goal right here. I will die for you and your family. And this right here, this is where the vast majority of men, very well in this lifetime, may never feel comfortable with. Now, all of this, men in this lifetime very well may never be comfortable with. A lot of men might not even get past the acquaintance to hang around. I would say the vast majority of people right here, this is going to be the hardest part for most people. And a lot of times that's on you. A lot of times this section right here is the most challenging for the vast majority of people, of just getting from acquaintance to friend. And that's not even for a lack of us not inviting people out, but people psyching themselves out, getting their own head. Now, this whole pipeline, right, of friendship, your goal is down here of, I will die for you, and you will die for me, and I don't have to question your loyalty, and you don't have to question my loyalty. Down here, this is from the town, of the quote of, whose car are we taking? Right? That's right here. This is where you want to be with other men. This is the end goal of trust with other men. Of, hey, I need you to be here at this location with this gear, and I can't tell you why. Just, whose car are we taking? This right here, this is the end goal. And this should be the end goal. Now, this could be any facet of life. This could be no matter where you live. But once again, right here, I firmly believe this to the center of my very core, that there is nothing, well, I would say nothing. There are very few things in this life that are more important or more satisfying or more comforting than men of your caliber or greater caliber to your left and right, that through hell or high water will stand by you to your left and right, no matter what. And money cannot buy that. Money cannot buy that. There is nothing in this life that can buy loyalty of a friend that is with you no matter what. Now, once again, and let me reel this back in, a lot of men are going to stop here. But I firmly believe that the vast majority of people that refuse to get past this stage, it is because you are so scared to allow anyone in. Now, once again, this for a lot of people, this might be too much. This might seem insane. This might seem fucking schizo. This might seem crazy. But if you're trying to get down in this bracket, right, you are going to have to trust people. You're going to have to not only trust people, but you're going to have to vet people. It is going to take time. It is going to take effort. It is going to take blood, sweat, and tears. It is going to be hard. You are going to lose people along the way. You are going to have to break off friendships, in between these stages. There is going to be hardships in between these stages where you are going to have to realize, okay, hey man, we do not see eye to eye on very core values. Be seeing you. I would like to see you eat, but not at my table. You need to understand what your values are. You need to understand what are hard no's for you. You need to set boundaries. But I believe that any single man or woman can go through these stages. And it might be named something different. It could even have in between brackets. You could go more sophisticated with this. I just threw this together really fast of just something that I wanted to put this, in a physical representation. I firmly believe that trust in the modern world has been devalued significantly. And it's not that we can't bring it back. I firmly believe that we can bring trust back, and that we can build back better, for the lack of a better phrasing. But anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys understand why I'm going into this, why I'm devolving into this, and I plan on doing a lot more videos like this and a lot more representations like this. I've been watching a lot more of Math's videos, and I acknowledge why physical representations like this are so unbelievably important. And I've done whiteboard stuff before, and I need to get back into it. As I've been watching more other YouTubers, I'm realizing that okay, yeah, you know what, this is great. This is an amazing medium, and I'd like to show more of this. But I hope you guys have been enjoying my rant videos as of late. I'm gonna try to start doing more content. Like I said, I got really lazy with how easy it is to shitpost on Twitter. I make a decent chunk of change now shitposting on Twitter, and I kind of let my long-form content and my rants fall by the wayside. My apologies to that, all of my loyal and loving followers. I'm trying to get back into it, and this is my effort thereof. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if there's anything that you would like to add, if there's anything you'd like to take away, by all means, please put in the comments. And yeah, we're going to go from here. But appreciate you guys, appreciate your time, appreciate you watching. We are going to make it. Never, ever, ever black pill. Strong.